Welcome back to another wild episode of BenTo. If you thought last week was a bento brawl for the ages, buckle up because this episode takes the chaos to a whole new level. We start our journey in the most unexpected place, a froyo shop. Yes, because nothing fuels the spirit of a fighter like frozen yogurt. Two girls are buzzing with excitement about this newfound treasure trove of toppings and flavors. You know how it goes. One moment they're savoring a sweet treat, and the next, they're gossiping about the campus streaker.
Let's go!
As this wild conversation unfolds, we stumble upon our main man, Sato, who's having one of those days. You know, the kind where you're just trying to mind your own business, and suddenly you're confronted by a member of the student council. You can feel the dread settling in when she demands to know the whereabouts of his cell phone. Nothing like a little public humiliation to start the day. Sato, in a panic, stammers out an excuse about leaving it in his dorm, while the council member's eyes bore into him like lasers. And let's not even talk about the way she finds out about his issue involving a ripped uniform.
Ow.
Sato's life is basically a series of unfortunate events at this point. Picture him, half-dressed and completely flustered as he tries to explain his way out of this mess. It's like a sitcom you can't look away from. Moving on from the wardrobe malfunction, we dive into the deep end of the student council's bizarre practices. Apparently, their idea of cleaning up is to collect trash around campus and, wait for it, burn it. Nothing says environmentally friendly like an incinerator party. The council member, clearly proud of their work, announces that Sato and his friend have been accepted into the illustrious half-price Food Lovers Club. Because who wouldn't want to join a club dedicated to fighting for leftover food? Sato's face says it all. Confusion mixed with a hint of excitement. Now let's meet the infamous hunting dogs, led by a captain who looks like he just stepped out of a shonen anime. He's got the intense gaze and bravado to match. He approaches Sato with an offer he can't refuse. Join their team, and they'll show him the ropes of the bento battling world. Sato, still reeling from earlier embarrassment, hesitates but ultimately sees the value in teaming up.
That one there was a violation, personally.
After all, it's way more fun to fight for food with friends. The dynamic shifts dramatically as they head into the bento battle. Picture it. Our hero and his ragtag team of misfits against a horde of serious competitors who look like they mean business. As they strategize, it's clear that teamwork is key. It's almost like a cooking show crossed with a sports anime. What could possibly go wrong? As the chaos ensues, Sato finds himself flung into action, dodging opponents and snatching up bentos like they're precious treasures. The absurdity of the situation is comical. You've got guys in ridiculous outfits grappling over lunch like it's the last meal on Earth. And Sato, our lovable underdog, is right in the thick of it, trying to keep up. The moment he manages to snag a bento is nothing short of triumphant. It's a moment that makes you laugh out loud, considering the ridiculous lengths they go to for food. After the dust settles, our brave fighters gather to enjoy their hard-earned bentos. Sato takes a moment to reflect on how much more delicious this meal is compared to anything he could have bought off a shelf. There's something special about eating food that you've literally fought for. As he digs into his bento, he can't help but think about the bonds he's formed with his teammates and the thrill of the battle itself. But hold on. Just when you think the drama's over, Sato's faced with a moral dilemma. He's torn between staying loyal to the hunting dogs and returning to his old, comfortable ways. The pressure mounts as he weighs the thrill of the hunt against the familiarity of his past. It's like a classic coming-of-age moment, only instead of self-discovery, he's discovering the best way to fight for food. Sato's inner conflict is both relatable and hilarious. Can you imagine being at the crossroads of friendship and food? His reflections are interrupted when the captain of the hunting dogs challenges him to a showdown. But instead of a traditional fight, they end up discussing their mutual love for video games. Because nothing says bento battle like a hearty debate about fighting games. In an epic twist, Sato reveals that he's not interested in easy wins. He wants the challenge that comes with earning his food. It's a classic underdog moment where he refuses to take the easy route and instead chooses to fight hard for his bento. Finally, the night draws to a close as Sato makes a heartfelt decision. He acknowledges how much he appreciates his newfound friends and the sense of belonging they've given him. The camaraderie built through these absurd bento battles has changed him, and he's ready to embrace it wholeheartedly. There's a genuine moment of connection as they all realize that it's not just about the food. It's about the friends you make along the way. Stay connected, like and subscribe for more fun recaps on one and only Endless Recaps.